Okay. So here, as promised, is your second set of strength work to go and practice at home in between sessions if you're doing the Pilates Power Hour. So it's that 15 minutes of strength, and I'll use the timer so that we get the full time for you to follow along with in real time if you would like to. So I'll get started, try and explain what I'm doing as I go along. It's very hot. So our first one is going to be a banded crab walk in a squat position. So put a nice strong band on if you've got one and come down low. And you're going to stay low and sidestep into the resistance of the band. And of course this is for a minute, so keep it slow and intentional, go for a range of movement against the resistance of the band, rather than making it a sort of rushed movement that just is a heart raiser more than anything. We're really trying to strengthen into the glutes as well as the thighs in the low position, keeping your bottom low whilst working. Good. So band off, taking some hand weights for the next one, some shoulder presses. I'm not going to go too heavy with these. I want to maintain really good form, but also I do have a bit of a sore shoulder, so you can load them up. You can take whatever weight works for you and challenges you. After our 30-second rest, a good fixed, solid lower body and the movement. Keeping the elbows out. Shoulders dropped away from your ears. Keep the back of your neck long. Remember, it's your out breath as you press up, but also try and engage and lift through your pelvic floor. That reminder to support the movements that you're doing for strength with your core. And have a rest. Alright, we will be down on the mat for the next one. It's going to be our shoulder bridges. Both feet on the mat this week. So try and add some weight to it. You can have a dumbbell, just make sure that you're holding it in position so that it doesn't roll down. Heels close to your bottom, hip width distance. Check your shoulder blades, shoulder fronts nice and open. And we're just doing a minute of lift and lower. So it is a straightforward movement. It is both feet on the mat, and that's why you might want to add something to it to give you that challenge, which is what your muscles will need to progress that strength. Just the pressure on the heels, and the last bit of movement, making sure you get that bum squeeze at the top. If you want to add variation to this, you can stay up there and do like some mini pulses at the top. Especially, I guess, if you haven't got a suitable weight to add, then adding these end of range pulses is a good way of adding challenge. Good, that's that fire done. Oh no, it's not. So we've got a plank to do. Can't forget that this time. So we're going to go over into your choice of plank. I was going to add to this maybe some possible variations that you might want to take. And I'll give you the options, but if you're at the position of just wanting to maintain and build up to a 1 minute plank, then just though would be to step out with one foot, step it back in. Step out with one foot, step it back in. Okay, you could step out with one and then the other and then bring it in and back. That will make it more challenging. So you can just do one at a time if you prefer. So that's an option. Another is to have your feet out at hip width or just beyond, and you could shoulder tap. Trying to make sure that you keep your body as still as possible. So you don't shift from side to side or tip over from side to side. I'm not going to say it makes the minute go quicker, it really doesn't. Rest. Great. The next would be your walk. I haven't got the beam right here. I'll just use the line. Any line at home to challenge your balance. But like we started doing at the end of last week, try and take a good weight in one hand and do half of your minute in one. And then switch. So toe heel, one hand carrying the weight, and then coming back, toe heel. Try and look up ahead, try not to look down at your feet. So good upright position. And that weight really challenges that upright position because it makes you want to go off in a lean. Hopefully not fall. Try not to do that. Okay, that's a nice minute, isn't it? But now we're going to change for some wood choppers. So these are new. You want quite a wide stance for them, and you might want to start without a weight. But when you feel you could add one, it's a diagonal sort of translation of your weight, body weight and added weight if you use it, from one foot or ankle up towards the opposite. Out breath to here, that's the hard bit, in breath down. I'm not going to be able to see the half minute, but you will need to change halfway. Reset. And you can imagine how challenging this is coming out of your centre of gravity like this and high like this when you start adding some significant weight to it. Good. All right. Let's change things up for the next one. We're going to do some step-ups, a couple of options here. You're going to take a nice heavy weight, like we did with squats last week, to increase your body weight for your step-ups. And you'll need to work on alternate legs leading to get that strength through the leading leg and challenging both sides. So you just tap and change. If that doesn't feel like enough weight, of course you could add the second one. That is going to really challenge. Alright, so that's one option. The other option is to make this plyometric, add a bit of impact, a bit of explosive element, is to step up and hop. And it's the height that we're looking for here to get that explosive power from the muscles and the impact as you land as well. But but we really want going through the joints. So work on that more once you get your confidence, and maybe when it's not quite so hot. Okay, bend over row. Last time we did both arms. We're going to be focusing on one. It gives you an opportunity to really focus on your strength. So you'd be able to start upping the weight a bit. 1 foot to stabilise. Put your arm on that knee and really give you a good strong base to work from. And then pull back. It's 30 seconds for each arm. That's why you can challenge it and try and take up the weight of it. Out breath. Time to change. Like you're trying to start one of those really old petrol lawnmowers that never starts. And you can rest. Now we only have one left. And we're going back to lower body. We're going to do some curtsy squats. You see why they're called curtsy squats or curtsy lunges. You can start adding weight to this when you feel confident in the movement. But have a little practice first of the curtsy itself. It's a step back and across and lower. Alternating legs, so it's the whole minute. The wider you come with it, the more you'll feel it in your hips, which is really good, strengthening. So a narrower position to start and to get confident, and then start taking that back leg further out. This is our last one. I have to keep an eye on the clock. It's our shoulder presses. So chest presses really. Lying down is for the shoulders. Oh, bloody, I don't think I'll do those actually. Give yourself a break once in a while. Have a lie down. It's like an upside down press up really. Check your neutral spine, strong before you start. Up and down. So if you think about how much you press when you are doing a press up, it's significantly more than this. But when you've got dumbbells in your hands, they're free weights. That means that they can move freely. They can be a bit wobbly, a bit difficult to control, and that's where a lot of the effort comes from. So don't expect to lift the equivalent of your body weight. It should feel challenging, of course, but form is so important to prevent injuries and building the weight up gradually. Oh yeah, it's not going to do it, is it? 15 seconds to go. I think I'm done. And so, well done. Let me know how you get on. A little once or twice a week with that, as well as what you're doing here, would be amazing.